Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's about 8 o'clock now. I'm waiting on Justin. He's having to go pay a bill, some child support, whatever. You know, something he's got to do, obviously once a month. So with being cold this morning, we always usually get started a little later anyway. So it worked out good. I told him let's go ahead and take care of today with being really cold this morning, because we usually get off to a later start anyway when it's really cold like it is now. So yeah, I'm waiting on him to get here. He should be here in about 15 minutes, hopefully. So yeah, I got an interesting topic. I feel like I'm just curious what you guys do when it comes to employee pay in the winter when things slow down. How do y'all go about doing it? But before that, I'll let you know what I got going on. So yeah, I got several yards to do today, and I got 2 firewood deliveries, 1 bulk delivery for someone that reached out on Facebook Marketplace asking for a truckload of wood. Now when I do a truckload, I go by pieces, since obviously, it's sitting your typical truck here. I don't know if you can see it. I got it on the back, right on the front, on the back side of the truck here, loaded up, ready to go and to deliver. So yeah, I'm charging $150 for 230 pieces of wood. So yeah, I'm doing that, and I got a customer that I'll be cleaning the yard up as well that wants 10 bundles for $7 a piece. I'll be making $70 for that. So all in all, $220 today for firewood, and Ace is one delivery of bundles. Either tomorrow or Friday, I'm delivering some more bundles. I delivered 70 last Friday. So yeah, they're really selling those bundles, which obviously is good for me, good for them as well. So yeah, working out good. For the bundle sales especially, guys, I feel like that's really where I'm going to make the most profit. I feel like it's more profitable, the bundles. I'm making more per piece in the bundle sales than I am the bulk delivery. But yeah, I'll still make some good money delivering the bulk wood here for $150. That's why I charge $150 for a truckload for delivering in this area. Now, if they have to go out, if I have to deliver a little further out than Auburn, Opelika, I'm going to charge a little more for delivery. But as long as it's relatively close to the area and not having to drive too far, it's $150, and I won't charge extra. And I can incorporate it into my days. That's what I'm doing today. Yesterday, I actually went out, and after we got done, mowing, we also had some bush trim we did. I went ahead and loaded up the truck for today, for delivery today, and the bundles, obviously. So yeah, the firewood is really good because I can incorporate it into my day when it comes to mowing and cleanups and whatever it is I got going on that day. So yeah, I'll be making an extra $220 today in firewood. So that's good. But yeah, busy day for sure. I don't know about y'all, but I've been really stocked up since it got cold. It's messing up my allergies a little bit, I guess. Normally it's just usually in the spring that I have issues, but something to do with the colder weather, I think it's kind of stopped me up. So yeah, I haven't really been sleeping as well as I normally do. So I feel fine. I feel okay, but not as good as I normally would if I sleep good. But anyway, y'all, hey, listen, that's enough of that. Hope y'all doing well. Let's talk about, really curious what you guys do when it comes to paying employees in the winter. When things slow down, obviously you got holidays, you got rain days. It typically rains a little more in the winter time. Obviously you have days where maybe it's really, really cold. The weather is just inclement weather, so you may not be able to work on certain days when the weather isn't cooperating. So I'm curious, how do y'all do that? I mean, do y'all still pay? Y'all pay hourly? Do y'all go to more of a salary format? As you know, I pay Justin's salary, so it really doesn't affect him. Doesn't matter to him. Actually, it benefits him this time of year when obviously we're not working as long. A lot of times, depending on the workflow that day, we may cut out a little early. Depending on how much work we got to do, how much we got to do for that particular day. But he benefits, with salary pay this time of year. More so than I do. And obviously I benefit when we're busy in the spring and the summer, when we're really working, doing 2 trucks. A lot of cases, that's when I really benefit with the salary pay. I'm just curious. I think it's helpful for you guys that maybe having issues, when it comes to employees, and having them stay on with you throughout the winter time, because you really want to make sure these guys, you have a consistent amount of money coming in throughout the year if you're going to have employees throughout the year. You don't want a situation where they're not making hardly any money in the winter time. So yeah, I think obviously if even if I wasn't doing salary, you know, I would want to make sure they're making a certain amount each week, even if they're not, you know, making the hours, so to speak. So yeah, y'all, just curious what y'all do. Y'all let me know what you do with your employees in the winter if you're not super busy, or if you're not just, the workflow isn't quite the same, that kind of thing, guys. So yeah, I think something to think about if you want to keep employees on year round, you know, throughout the year. You know, keep them happy, keep them on with the business, working throughout the year. That's definitely what you want. You don't want guys coming in and out if you can avoid it. Now, I know this is obviously an industry where you're going to have a lot of turnover, but if you can keep guys with you, the longer the better. You know, that's obviously beneficial to your business. So yeah, I'm just curious what you do to keep guys happy, you know, to where you're not necessarily just losing money paying them, but at the same time, they're making, you know, enough money to pay their bills and to live on too as well, guys. Because yeah, obviously we all need to have money to pay those things, and want to make sure you're paying guys a fair amount, you know, throughout the year. In the winter when things slow down, maybe you're not making as much revenue, that kind of thing. So yeah, just curious what y'all do, guys. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all pay, how y'all handle things in the winter with employees, or you just got one or two or multiple employees. I'm curious what you do with that. You know, just keep them on, keep them happy, keep, you know, plenty of money in their pocket. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, I got a pile of yards over here that we're knocking out. It's after lunch. Having a good day so far. Got the firewood delivered. Took a little bit longer than I was expecting. We're kind of in unfamiliar territory, a little bit outside of Auburn. So yeah, it took us a little longer than I thought to get there. We finally made it and dropped it off. Got paid the $150. Yeah, it's a little pot of yards. Got 1, 2, and 3. So I get 45 for one, 30 for this lady behind me. She's a single mom, so I'm always trying to help people out. I feel like they need it, so I only charge her 30 and 40, and I'll charge an extra 30 for the bush over here. So yeah, I told each of these people that, you know, this is probably the last cut, and they just let me know if they want me to come by again you know, the rest of the year, that kind of thing, if the weeds are growing. But it should be fine till March. So I just told them in this instance, they can just let me know if they think it needs cut, you know, between now and March, now and spring. So anyway, yeah, that's how I kind of do things. Certain customers, they just tell me it needs it in the winter, or if they'd rather me come once a month, that kind of thing. So it just depends. But anyway, off to a good start. Hope y'all doing well. Talk to you later. Hey guys, it's about 3:45 now. Just finished up. Fair, go ahead and do my closing argument. We'll talk about, you know, the employees and, you know, how you go about, you know, winter pay and how do you do things, that kind of thing. But yeah, all in all, ended up being a really good day. Probably ended up doing about 14 yards. So along with the firewood deliveries, which is nice, you know. So yeah, all in all, these yards, guys, I'm not really doing cleanups. A lot of these yards I wasn't doing cleanups, so I'm not charging extra. But the good news is, obviously, the grass not growing. We're not having to really weed eat, not really having to edge as much. I did have a few that I was having to do that. But if you got one guy on a mower and another guy blowing, and you know what you're doing, you know, working together, you can really knock these yards out fast. It's just a matter of cleaning them up, getting the leaves up, getting some sticks up, picking up sticks, just, you know, spivvying things up, you know, particular properties. And some people, you know, some of these customers that I have, you know, they don't want me to come by again until probably, you know, March, April. But I got a lot that do want me to come by, you know, throughout the year. It may not be every 2 weeks, it may just be once a month or once every, you know, 6 weeks, for example. But they still want me to come by. Now, I've got the commercial accounts too, which are nice, you know, that want me to come by at least once a month, even, you know, this time of year, you know, the fall and the winter. So yeah, I've got several ways of making money, and obviously the firewood's starting to pay off for me. You know, made the firewood deliveries today. I got 2 requests for bulk orders for Friday, along with the bundles I'll be bringing to Ace, the 70 bundles. So yeah, all in all, this week ended up making over $1,000 in firewood sales this week, which is good, guys. Again, I'm really making more money than I was kind of expecting, to be honest with you. So that's good. Here's my son right here. Just passing him. He walks home from school. But anyway, yeah, y'all, solid day overall. Ended up getting done a little faster than I thought. So yeah, guys, hey, listen, let's talk more about, you know, employees and how do you go about, paying guys in the winter, when things are a little bit slower, maybe they're not getting as many hours. Obviously, in general, you're not going to be working as much or making as much in terms of revenue. I know my goal, guys, each day this time of year, even when we're slow, is to at least make $1,000 a day, if I can. And we're usually able to do that with the amount of customers I have and doing the firewood as well. So yeah, I'm generally able to do that. I'm able to attain that goal this time of year, and that's key, guys. If you want to keep an employee or multiple employees on, you got to make sure that you got enough money, revenue generating opportunities, in these months, obviously to pay your bills and make some for yourself and keep those guys happy, keep enough money in their pocket. Because, obviously with everything costs as much as it does, food costs, gas, all that. I mean, you're going to have a hard time, keeping guys, around, if you're not really paying them a whole lot in the winter. And yeah, I mentioned it before, you're better off keeping guys, throughout the year. You don't want to have to worry about them going out and getting another job, that kind of thing. Because, that's going to create some issues. If you can keep them paid up and keep them happy throughout the year and keep them from having to worry about doing that or going out and getting another job, that's going to be obviously more beneficial to you in the long run. But it's up to you as the owner to make sure you got enough money coming in. So yeah, that's something you got to make sure of if you're going to keep an employee throughout the winter. Do you have enough customers? Do you have enough revenue coming in each and every week to pay them and to pay yourself? And you obviously make sure you got enough money for your expenses as well. So yeah, I just pulled up. But yeah, really curious what you do, guys. Let me know. Obviously the salary, if you do a salary for an employee, obviously you don't have to really worry about that. I used to do, for Justin, before he started salary, I used to do a minimum where I paid, I think it was either $500 or $600. I think it's $500 a week. This is years back, where he didn't have to worry about, if obviously you had holidays or, had bad weather, at least he had a minimum amount of money that he could expect each week. So I think that's something you can do as opposed to just hourly, because there may be weeks where you're not really doing, getting a whole lot of hours for your employee, depending on the weather and other things. So yeah, is it a minimum? Is it a salary that you do in the winter? Maybe you don't do a salary throughout the year. Maybe you just do it in the fall and the winter. Just make sure they got enough, each and every week, to pay the bills and whatnot. But yeah, just curious what you guys do to keep guys happy. Again, you want to try to keep guys, if you're committed to having employees, I mean, this is just general business common sense. I mean, I think you're better off, obviously keeping guys with you for as long as possible. You don't want to have a rotating door, so to speak, with new guys coming in and out, yearly, if you can avoid that. Now, I know obviously it's easier said than done. Not many people are cut out for this job, and the conditions, the hot, especially in the summer. I know Ray was talking about that in the comment in the video that I made. But yeah, so yeah, obviously it's hard to avoid the turnover, but if you can keep that from happening, and one way to do that is making sure they're having enough money, they're making enough money in the winter, obviously that's a big deal. So yeah, y'all, just thought I'd throw it out there. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Some things that you may do that I haven't mentioned to keep guys happy, keep guys paid, that kind of thing, guys. But anyway, hey, listen, I hope you're having a great week. God bless each and every one of you. Talk to you later.